Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fate Podcast, where we discuss film, anime, television, and other forms of entertainment. I'm your host, Elijah, and today I have a special guest for you guys, my brother Ralph. Say what's up.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Good, good. So today I can't wait to discuss this movie. I've been waiting for this movie to come out for about, what is it, like 10 to 15 years, you know?
Definitely not 15. It's not 15 years.
Yeah, I'm Asian myself. Probably 10 years. Probably 10 years.
Let me
Because it came out
see.
what? The play kind of came out like 07, 08.
No. Yeah. Hold on. I'm double checking it right
Yeah,
now.
bro,
Pro-
I'm telling you.
But no. But you didn't even know about it till senior year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's been what? Probably 11 years for me. Because I remember playing it. So probably 11 years is when I introduced you guys to the soundtrack.
Exactly. No, and the reason I'm bringing my brother on here, because like he said, he introduced me to the play. And quick story, me and my friends, we're in our junior year, and my brother's a senior year, and he kept on playing kept on playing songs from this soundtrack. And with us, we was just like, we're too cool. We don't listen to musicals like this, like by like the sixth, seventh drive, we all start singing along to the song because we all fell in love with In the Heights. And I thank my brother for that. And that's the reason why I'm bringing him onto the show to discuss this movie.
Yeah, I'm
So,
excited. I'm excited, man.
I can't wait, bro. So In the Heights, I'm gonna let you start it off, man. What do you think?
All right. So originally, first and foremost, this is how I even got into it. All right. So
Wait, hold on. My bad, my bad. Hold on. For anything else, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't watched the movie, we're gonna talk about every single thing. Haven't watched it? Go watch it. It's on HBO
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 Max.
Max. You can go watch it, and then you can come back and hear our thoughts about it. But go ahead.
But anyway, so how I got into Heights first and foremost. So it was my senior year. All right. And I you already know I did drama my senior year of high school. And we went to this state competition, and I'll never forget this, in Tampa, Florida. And then you know, me and my boy Brandon went for Panama, and I was into musicals, but I just, I wasn't a musical theater junkie like how everybody else is a musical theater junkie.
Yeah.
So a lot of these schools put on. I'm talking about like I mean, I tell people the talent is not in Hollywood. The talent is off of Hollywood, man. Like I'm talking about, these kids are so freaking talented. And so what happens is we have all these schools from the state of Florida come to Tampa, Florida. Okay, and some of them, if your schools were good enough, they put on shows and they put on displays for everybody to see. And there was this one thing, and where it's called the large ensemble. So what a large ensemble is, it's you take a song from a musical and you perform it. And I'm talking about huge theater. Okay, okay, huge theater. And all I remember is this one Spanish just come out and go, yo, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? And then they start rapping. So he goes, lights up on Washington Heights up at the break of day. And I wake up and I'm just like, I've never heard a rapping musical before. And from that moment I saw that thing, I was hooked. I was like, yo, what play is this? And I'm like, yo, it's In the Heights. I said, I need to listen to the soundtrack. There's one dude I was in theater where he was just like, yo, oh, that's In the Heights. Rich kid, like, me and my parents seen that thing plenty of times. We went on Broadway to watch. I was like, word? Like, yeah, if you ever want to go, you could come watch it. And that was in 2010. Ever since then, I was hooked up In the Heights. And you already know, uh, playing In the Heights with my system, the two tens in the back,
Oh
bouncing with the
yeah, I
bass,
remember.
on the way to football camp, on the way to practice. So like, and we've been talking about this for the longest. And we're like, remember when we were just like, yo, isn't, they're like, oh no, they're gonna cast Vanessa Hudgens as Vanessa. We're like, no,
Yeah.
why? Why did like all those rumors and stuff like that? We're like, oh, the people from High School Musical is gonna do the dances. We're like, no, no, no. And to the point, it's like, yo, they're gonna cancel it. So we've been waiting for this for a long
A long
time.
time.
But get back to your original question. Sorry, sidetracked
No,
you.
it's okay. It's all
Uh,
right.
I thought it was good. Okay, I thought it was good. Me personally, I'll give it like a 8 out of 10. That's just me personally. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It touched all the points. I think it touched a lot of good points that's going relevant in the United States today. Um, the music was great, the dancing was great, the visuals were great. I thought they did an excellent job casting everybody. The only thing overall is as because I'm a big fan of the original, and I know sometimes Hollywood can't do the same as the original movie,
Yeah.
as the same as the Broadway. Uh, the way they changed the story a bit, I was like, oh, I was kind of disappointed. Like Nina's mom wasn't there. Some of the songs they took out that we used to
Yeah.
sing, and they changed some of the song orders, which threw me off sometimes. But I
Yep.
was just like, you know what? Overall, it feels my first time ever watching In the Heights, and I never saw the Broadway musical. I thought they did an excellent job.
Yep. You know what? I can attest to that, man. I can when I watched it, I was like, okay. When I watched the whole thing, I enjoyed it. I watched it with Katrina, my wife, and it's the first time um for her seeing the movie, and she said she enjoyed it. She enjoys the song. She enjoyed everything, the characters and stuff like that. But I'm with you on that. Oh my god, they changed the movie. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, no, that's not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen. And I'm like, where's Nina's dad? And I mean,
Nina's
I'm
dad
sorry,
was there, but I'm
Nina's
about to say,
mom.
yeah,
That what I
yeah.
meant to say. Nina's mom. Where's Nina's mom?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, and stuff. So I was just like, okay, all right. The kind of storyline they kind of did their own, like to make it more
Yeah.
relevant and stuff. And I'm just like, even with some of the lyrics, I was like,
Yeah. So again, like some of I like what they did, and how they changed the lyrics to incorporate the movies.
mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like, damn, I was expecting like the original,
Original.
like how
Yep.
they did Grease, like the Grease.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the Grease, I mean, again, there's some songs in the Grease Broadway production that's not in the actual like the opening number. I don't remember, but like they do a Grease, it was so similar. So I was expecting something like that. And then when we got to In the Heights, I was like, oh. And then some of the songs I just used to love singing with, I was like, and I'm like, what? Did I make a mistake? But I hear the lyrics, I'm like, oh, okay.
Didn't make a mistake. You know, what I don't know if you were like me, but as soon as the movie started and the first song came out, I was just singing it along with it.
Yeah,
I was
of course. All the songs I wear my homegirl, I'm singing in her ear, and she's like looking at me like, what?
yeah, man. I was just singing along, and then, again, like you said, when I said something and they said different, they say something in the lyrics, I'm just like, oh, okay, they changed it up. But I think, especially with them, the beginning of song In the Heights, when he opens up with it, the way they did the choreography and the way they did like the shots, it was good, bro. Like,
No, I thought it was really good. Pacing for some of the songs for me was
yeah.
only because it's a movie. It's a
Mm-hmm.
movie, and so you have to get everything to match and stuff like that. And I don't. I mean, when the Nina that they put in the movie, that's not really the Nina I pictured.
Okay.
Uh,
Who would you want, Nina?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not a cast. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like I know
Yeah,
all these
name.
people
Yeah.
in Hollywood and stuff like that. So, the casting for Nina, even though she did a good job, if it was me, I think I would have casted a little bit different type of Nina. But I don't know. It's because okay. So for me, I seen the Broadway version of it. So for I'm comparing to the Broadway or the off Broadway version.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but and I always know if in a movie they're gonna try to do things to
How
fit the
about
storyline.
how about Jordan Sparks? because she was Nina in the one of the Broadways.
I think Jordan Sparks would have did a good job. That would have been a good casting.
Hmm.
Um, Again, I don't know people in the Hollywood industry like that, but I just thought that Nina, I just Nina and Benny. I mean, I like dude that played Benny. He's a good actor,
Yeah,
but I just thought it could have been better because you know the actually the Benny who did it on Broadway, he was actually in the movie. Uh,
yeah. He has a
and
cameo in it.
yeah, so I was just like, for me, uh, what's his name again? Hold on, what's his? I have it pulled up.
The Benny
So
in the Broadway or the Benny in
Corey
Corey
Hawkins who
Hawkins, yeah.
played, and then Christopher Jackson is the one who did it on the Broadway version.
Hmm.
I just thought that Corey Hawkins, his Benny wasn't what
Yeah.
I like. He didn't fulfill the role of the Benny that I like. I
Yeah.
thought Benny could have been done a lot better. Not that Corey Hawkins didn't do a good job, but
Yeah.
just for me and knowing how I grew up in the Heights and how I picture in the Heights in my head, like, and how I picture Benny to be, like, I love that, Benny he was a dark skinned dude, cool. But I just don't think Corey Hawkins, he did a great job, but I think they could have did it like, I don't think he like the team does good in football, but they just
Yeah.
didn't go over the hump yet. I just think he didn't take Benny over the hump. He did good, but he didn't take it over the hump where it could have been like phenomenal.
So you think those were the two weakest characters for you in the movie? As far no,
Yeah,
as
for me,
not
yeah.
weakest character, and even picks up for the actors.
Yeah. So those two. Because I just don't that that Beanie and Nina connection for me was supposed to be like, and I didn't feel that. And I went back to watch it the second time today, and I was just like, I felt like it left me wanting more with
No,
them.
I can't agree with you. I think the most um prominent or main relationship they were focusing on though was Usnavi and Vanessa. And
Yeah,
I,
even that one was kind of to me too.
no, but I think they Anthony Ramos, I think he was a fine job at Vanessa.
No,
I mean, I'm
Usnavi.
sorry, as Usnavi. Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos was fine doing Usnavi.
Hmm.
And I believe her name Melissa. There you go. Melissa
Yeah.
was, I think she was to be honest, she was a perfect Vanessa to me, because honestly when
She
I
was.
what
Towards the end, she started to grow on me. The
yeah,
Vanessa and Navi relationship started to grow on me towards the end. In the beginning, I was just like, okay. But towards the end, it really started. All right, I'm starting to see it. Like when they got to
but
the when they
but
went to the house for the party,
mhm.
then I was like, okay, I'm starting to pick it up. And then when the club scene, and after that, I was like, okay, I like this.
But to be honest, I like her as far as like her playing Vanessa than the original character playing Vanessa on Broadway. Granted,
You
um, no,
crazy.
no, as far as like appearance wise, I liked her, Melissa more than the original character on Broadway.
Roger, you're sick. I'm sorry. I have to
I'm
sound
not
like you
listen, I'm
now.
not the only one. Listen, with especially when it comes to the original cast, I love the original cast
But I
on
don't.
Broadway.
I don't think that. Me personally, I think that the original cast, like the movie, just for me again, this is just my opinion. I don't think I would take the original cast any day. The Broadway version, I freaking loved it. And the Sunny, oh, I love this Sunny better on Broadway than I did in the movie. The
Yeah, no, no,
Broadway
I
Sunny was
no, I
so
agree.
much better.
Yeah, no,
And
I agree.
Graffiti Pete, man,
Yeah, he had a
oh my,
small role in this movie.
oh, and he was a small role too, also in the Broadway. But I like the Graffiti Pete better in the
The Broadway,
movie. I
yes.
mean Broadway than his movie. But then again, I'm not taking anything away from a great movie. It
No,
is a great movie, phenomenal. But I just think for me, and I just love the Broadway version better. Just me personally.
no, I can't agree with you. Like like after watching the movie and they kind of changed the lyrics, kind of changed the songs and stuff like that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's good for its time and stuff. I'm like, I I went back to listen to the original Broadway. I'm like, no, the soundtrack is way better.
It's so
it's more smoother. Like it's
yeah,
movies
but
of
again,
um
the problem is the movie. I mean,
yeah,
you have to,
I get it.
make it flow, and
I mean, I get it.
sometimes, yeah, they have to
I
move
mean,
to the
here's the thing. Can you continue blaming the okay, it's a movie and you have to change it, you have to adapt it to again to its time.
uh-huh.
But they could have to be honest, I feel like they could have still kept it the same.
Uh-huh.
But as far as if they were to bring everything back, they wanted I got the direction they were getting because they wanted to be more relevant.
Yeah.
So that's why they kind of changed the storyline a little bit. Um,
Yeah. I mean, it fit. It fit. It
no,
fit.
it did.
It fit, and like, let's say the whole the abuela thing. All right, how, the how he did it, find out, till the end about the
Exactly.
lottery ticket.
Hmm.
And I
The
was
lottery
like,
ticket.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't. I didn't. I didn't.
And then, like, they took a couple songs out. I was just like, yeah, but again, and then the whole um
And it,
Sonny's a dreamer and stuff like
yeah.
that. I mean, I like what they did and try to incorporate today's thing, but I thought they were going to try to. I mean, they did their best to keep it as close to the original as they
Hmm.
could, but
Hmm.
I just miss like Nina's mom when it's like, "Oh my God, enough! Now you listen to me." That song, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that could have been so good, like
I know.
bringing those different like dynamics and relationships. I was like,
I
oh
know.
man, they took that out.
I and I was talking to Katrina about this because, to be honest, I guess it's since she hasn't, was attached to the original like we were. She
Mhm.
she likes the newer version than the original version because I let her listen to the original one. She was like, "Yeah, I like this the newer version." I'm like, "Are you?" I looked at him like, "Seriously?"
But what you should do, like maybe like if you could like buy the original Broadway play show, like this is what it's supposed to be like, man.
I'm, of course, side note, where I want to buy the actual play so I can watch it, but I can't find it. I can get the
I don't think you
soundtrack,
can.
but
Yeah, I don't think you can.
yeah, I don't think you can. I wish you can get the actual video, but she was just like, well, then
Yeah,
it won't be a Broadway if you could get the video. It'd be a movie. I'm like,
exactly.
and I was
I
like,
mean, like
so
I wish they could do it like how they did Hamilton.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People could have watched it,
Hmm.
and then the one that they recorded, throw it on there.
Exactly. But but again, I guess like it was created for the more modern, the more the more younger crowd and stuff like that, so they
Yeah,
can get a
definitely
feel to
drawn
it.
the young, definitely drawing the younger crowd into this. For
Exactly.
those that
So,
didn't
but
know what In the Heights was.
yeah, man. But I will continue. I don't know if I would you keep on watching it again?
Today was my second time watching it. I was a lot more distracted. Um, I watched it because when I went with my friend to the movie theaters,
Yeah.
uh, I didn't get the popcorn on time. My bad. Uh, I didn't. So I kept going in and out, and I watched it the second time, and I caught the stuff that I missed. Would I watch it one more time? I think I would. I do want to sit down and watch with the kids. Ava and them was starting to like it. Um, but after when I watch it again, like a third, fourth time, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
It,
it'll
to
be
me,
on.
it's not like the Hamilton where I'm like, oh yeah, let's watch Hamilton again. I want to watch Hamilton again. Nah, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I thought the
Well,
message
because
was
Hamilton,
great.
first of all, Hamilton was long.
Yeah,
But it was good but
same
long.
thing. Yeah, Hamilton, same thing. 2 hours, about two and a half. Well, 2 hours, 15 minutes, something like
I feel like my Hamilton felt like it was three.
that.
Like
At times they did. At times they did.
how you like so guys, so Lynn Morel Miranda had his own cameo in the movie. He was the ice cream cone guy.
Yeah,
And he had his own singing parts and stuff like that. So it was nice for them to he was Usnavi in the original
Yeah.
Broadway, and he actually wrote the whole In the Heights musical, adapted from In the Heights, the book. So he's very talented,
Very talented, man.
Um, like we said before, this movie was been supposed to be out. Um, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Universal or some company was gonna create In the Heights, back in like 2012, 2013, but they dropped it. Then Harvey Weinstein, the Weinstein company, picked it up, and they were going to create um In the Heights. And if I'm not mistaken, they were gonna cast Jennifer Lopez as
I
Vanessa.
would have been mad. I would have been mad. I would have been hot. Should have.
You don't think it should be a
Should
good
have been
pick
hot.
either?
No, man. The heck? That would have been hot, bro. So I like how they incorporated the youth. Okay,
Yeah,
Snappy was like what my age. He said he's like he's turning 30.
yeah.
Vanessa looked like she was about. I mean, I wasn't in love with Vanessa in the beginning, to be honest. Like I was like,
Yeah.
this who they cast as Vanessa. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like there's like something in my eyes, like making my eyes
No, that's
itch.
cool.
But yeah, at first, Vanessa definitely grew on me throughout the movie, definitely, and I felt like she, bam, like she. But I don't think Jennifer Lopez would have did it justice. Like, yeah, she had her Selena days, but nah,
Yeah.
she would not. No, and I just like how they incorporated like the younger, like
Turn
they
the
made her look
camera
like a
because
lot younger.
you're on the edge. Yeah. There you go.
Like, I like how they made it like they were younger, our age, and like our generation could relate to what's going on. I love that about it.
No, I agree. You know, but this movie been in the works for the longest, man. And with the Weinstein company going bankrupt because of the sex accusations and the Harvey Weinstein stuff like that,
Yeah,
it was in the market again. But with the time the time we're living right now is a good movie to bring to the big screens. And he sold, you know, Warner Brothers bought the rights for like $55 million. So it was a bidding war. So I'm happy this movie was to be made to the big screen. And you know what, I will watch it again. I will watch it with my son David to be like, hey, first of all, I'll probably let him listen to the original soundtrack
yeah,
before I um and tell him to watch the newer version. You?
yeah. You gotta do the original one first. You gotta do the
Yeah.
original one first.
And then he can decide. But
Exactly.
would I watch it every day? Or, maybe now and then to be like, but because I love musicals, guys. So
Yeah,
I like High School Musical. I like
I'll go shut it
uh,
off.
the Great
Sorry, go
Show,
ahead.
The Greatest Showman. I can rewatch every
That
time.
was so good. The Greatest Showman was good.
Yeah, and I'm a Disney type of person too. So I like Lemonade Mouth and all the other stuff. So I can rewatch all these other musicals, but I don't know. I think because In the Heights was adapted from from the play,
They
it's
were
just
all
hard
of
for
them
me
were. So
to.
was The Greatest Showman. You probably just never seen the original Broadway play, so we didn't have a chance to see those plays,
Yeah, you're
and then we
right.
just saw the movie.
Yeah,
Like for me, it, In the Heights is better than Greatest Showman. Hands down, In the Heights for me, I'd pick In the Heights over The Greatest Showman,
the
even though The
movie or the
Greatest Showman
play?
was the movie.
No,
The movie.
you think?
What? 100%.
Why you say
I'll
that?
take In the Heights. I just thought The Greatest Showman was all right. Hugh Jackman did okay for me. I just felt like In the Heights was more like the choreography was better. The music selection was better. The casting was better. I felt like you know the costumes, everything about In the Heights was better than The Greatest Showman.
Hmm.
The entertainment, oh God, In the Heights was more entertainment. It was more funny. In the Heights was funnier than The Greatest Showman. So
No, it
I'll
was.
give it to In the Heights. I'll give it to In the Heights
No,
any
I
day.
gotta give it. I don't know. I think I like the even though I love the In the Heights songs, the Broadway version, I gotta give it to the Greatest Showman on that. Like,
No, bro, no.
I I went to the movie theaters twice to watch The Greatest Showman. Like, I'm like, okay, nah, I have to go see it again.
It
Um,
was good, don't get me wrong, but In the
yeah,
Heights
no,
was
I agree.
better.
Agree to disagree, man. What type of stuff you didn't like about the movie that they did?
Again, there's not much I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of how they did the Nina and her dad type relationship. I wasn't a fan of that. How he had to sell the business. I mean, I know it happens in real life. Parents really have to like sell what they have because they're putting everything into their kids. I get it, and it's adaptable, but I just wasn't a fan of how they did that. Um, the whole how they were live. That's about it. That's really it. And then I just think the Nina and the Benny relationship, I
Wasn't
just didn't
there for
think
you? Yeah.
it wasn't there for me. So Nina and Benny, and I don't like how they did Nina and her dad. That wasn't my favorite. Sunny was good. It was a good Sunny, but again, I said like the Sunny for the Broadway version was better for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of I thought it was weird. You remember Colin Valde Barrio? They changed the position of that. So every time I thought it was gonna come up, it played with my head like, oh, they put it after, like closer to the end. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, man, I really don't have nothing bad to say about the movie. I really don't. Not that what I'm saying is bad, but
Yeah.
other than that, those were the things that just for me didn't hit.
Well, for me, it was, it wasn't bad, and I get the reason why they changed the lyrics, but I was like, oh, okay, I like the original lyrics, but it's fine. So that wasn't too bad. The Nina's mom not being there, I noticed that right in the beginning when
Right?
he was talking to him, and I was like, oh no, someone else is supposed to talk. But again,
Yeah. In
you
some of the
know,
songs. And then
exactly.
Abuela said something about may your mom rest in peace.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then um you know, them kind of changed the story. It wasn't that bad, but I kind of missed the old story, or I wanted to know fully the whole story since I wasn't able to watch the Broadway version.
Yeah,
Um,
that hmm
and um, I think that's about it. Oh no,
yeah,
one more thing, the them reducing the songs. I understand that it's a
yeah,
movie. You can't put. I think there were 23 songs, and I believe in the original version that they put it down to 17.
yeah,
I was just like, oh, I still maybe could have added more to it. They switched the
yeah.
some of the characters singing the songs from the original to the new. Um, so that's about it. But like I said, like you said, I ain't hate it. I enjoyed it. I take it as is. And I mean, now that it's out. Like the anticipation and all that what is gone for me now. It's like I really wanted this. So after 10, 11 years, it's out.
Exactly. And then, like for me, it was just like I guess because I seen the Broadway play, I wanted to see how like Holly was gonna interpret it, like how it was in the play, how they were gonna interpret it in my mind. So
Hmm.
when they took some of it, I was like, no, but I wanted to see your interpretation of that. I want to see that in real life. So that was part of it for me. That I was just like, you
Hmm.
know what? Um, yeah. But again, I'm not taking nothing away from a great movie. That 100 great movie.
Um, yeah, I think I think that's about it. I think um you're supposed to take it as is. And if you
Yeah,
haven't watched the original version, um, and you like this version is probably the best one for you. Because I think if you watch this version and go back to watch the original version, you think it will kind of be hard to decide, or people are still probably going to think the newer version is better. I think I think um I think since we watched the original play and we listen to the original soundtrack, that's why we kind of bias with, the
Yeah.
original being better than,
Yeah.
the remake. But I think for the young people and the people that never watched the original play or hear the original soundtrack, they're gonna enjoy this version than the old version. So
My bad. My bad. So, but
that's
yeah,
fine.
man, I think we took a lot for granted, or not take it for granted. I think that we're doing too much comparing to the original
Yeah, no,
and not
I
giving
know.
the movie for what it is. I
Yeah,
mean, the movie was awesome. The flow of the movie was great. I think the character was how they fed off of each other. It was so good. I love the salon scene.
yeah,
The
that was good. Yeah, that was good.
Carla, the salon, the people at the salon, that was good. So like again, I feel like I don't want to take anything away from a good movie just
Nope.
because we had these expectations because we saw the original one. And it's not
Yep.
fair to the movie. It's not fair because it was a great movie. The message was amazing. It inspired. Like even me, I was watching, I'm like, damn, man, like it really touched me. Like I'm like, I was like, they did a good job.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job. And uh I promise you, if I've never seen the original In the Heights, that movie would have been a 10 out of 10 for me.
No, I
If I
agree.
never saw the original, that movie would have been a 10 out of 10.
I agree. No, I think the director did a great job.
Uh-huh.
Lin Manuel Morello helped out, did a wonderful job. They even had one of the I forgot I even how to pronounce her name, but the writer that wrote the In the Heights book helped wrote the screenplay as well. So she was
Yeah.
involved in the project. So everyone was involved to help out make this movie come to life.
It's what it did. It came to life. Like I
Hmm.
was like, damn, this is good. Like at the end of the movie, I was just like blown away. But then I'm just thinking I'm just trapped in the seeing my favorite play off Broadway for the first time at the Broadway Performing Arts Center. I just don't think I the movie didn't capture that for me
Yeah.
because when I would never forget I watched that play and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Did you watch did you watch the original cast or did you watch people playing
So,
the
so
characters?
I
Different
no
people playing the
so
characters.
it was some of it was the original cast. So part of the original Broadway cast were on there, but some of them didn't travel. Like Lenny Manuel, he didn't travel. It was already his replacement who was doing all the traveling. So
Gotcha.
uh I didn't get to I missed the first going around where the original cast. I didn't get to
Was
watch that one. I
Yeah,
watched the traveling cast, but some of the cast members from the original traveled.
gotcha.
But the Usnavi they had playing that night, still phenomenal.
That's good. Now, we thought that this movie was done well and it was really good. But unfortunately, which I always keep track of, like, the movie done, if I watch something, I'm like, okay, this movie was really good. Let's see how it done in the box office.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, box office numbers,
yeah, it
it,
wasn't what it.
it wasn't what it
Yeah,
expecting to be. Right now it's at million 21 million worldwide.
yeah.
Um, the budget 55 mil,
Uh-huh.
and now they're saying like it's not even gonna, probably not even gonna break even. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
how you feel
but
about that?
again, I think there's a lot of variations to that. This whole COVID, um, uh, the whole COVID thing. At least I have no idea, but I think COVID probably plays into that. I didn't really, for me, I didn't see much advertisement on there. I don't know where they did the advertisement. I only know it because I saw it one time. I just happened to go on Disney Plus, and I'm like, "In the Heights is coming out. Oh, I'm definitely watching this in the theaters." So I don't know. I just think part of it has to do with COVID, streaming now.
Hmm.
So um I think there's a lot of factors that played into that.
I would.
Or and a lot of people didn't know about In the Heights that I know, like a lot of folks I don't did, unless you're like a theater buff, like
Yeah,
people are like, oh, what's In the Heights?
exactly. And that's what one of the executives were saying because I was reading it, and he was just like, it had its core fan base, but it didn't reach beyond that. It didn't
Yeah,
expand. I mean, beyond the core fan base that it has, and that's why
yeah,
it didn't show the numbers that they were looking for.
exactly. Like Hamilton, like a lot of people know about Hamilton. All right,
Yeah,
but a lot of people didn't like. Oh, but a lot of them didn't know about In the Heights. I'm just like, oh, so you know Hamilton, but not In the Heights. I'm like, okay,
exactly. Marketing had to do it, and there was really big because you get like an expanded cast to
yeah,
tell their story and stuff. And you know, really, like I knew it was a Hispanic cast, but now we live in a world that race is like heightened right now. But back when the play happened, it was still like more of like an Hispanic cast. You know, um, speaking Spanish, all of that. But I enjoyed it. I didn't focus on the race part. I mean, the race was there, but I just enjoyed everything about it, like the culture, the singing, the dancing, and stuff like
yeah.
that. The race was there, and I just saw it as it is. It wasn't like a reason for me to go see it. It was just there for the original cast. So
I don't think they were. It was more like it was a race thing. They just said more representation. So
no,
obviously, we know Spanish people come, and all Hispanics or Latin America people in Latin America,
mm-hmm,
Caribbean, or anybody from Latin descent, they come in all colors. And
yeah,
some of the criticism was that they didn't have enough darker skin Hispanics.
yeah,
Now, for me, I didn't see the issue because I even went back and I just looked and I'm just like, okay, trying to see if they. But again, I'm not in that. Uh, I'm not fully understanding. Okay, I don't know what it looks like in Washington Heights.
yeah,
We're here from Boca Raton, Florida. We're straight like white people all around here. So I don't know what it's looking like in Washington Heights. But for me, when I was watching, I didn't. Usually, I try to catch on those issues, but for me, I just didn't see the issue. And I seen from the original Broadway. I didn't see the issue. That's just for me.
yeah. No, I don't think it was an issue as well. I think people are trying to make stuff sometimes out of nothing or want keep on wanting more expectations for certain things. But okay, yeah, we have a expanded cast, but Latin America cast, but we needed more dark skinned people as well and stuff like that. I'm like, guys, we stop keep on adding to the pile of
Yeah,
stuff y'all and demands y'all want. We have this movie, expand the cast. Um, I'm not saying be grateful, but enjoy the movie, enjoy what enjoy it as it is. And I'm not
yeah,
talking about like a race thing and why people didn't see it. No, it's not a race thing why
yeah.
people didn't see it. It's just it was again, it wasn't marketed um it- um
And
the way it was, and the fan base was there, but it expanded.
yeah,
I'm just mean like I was when I went the race thing,
yeah,
the original cast, I didn't see it as like a race thing. I knew
yeah.
it
Me
was
neither.
it was a Latina cast and all that stuff, but I took it as it is. But today they're making a big deal about it and stuff like that. So
Because the time we stay with the times we are in today, man, it is more heightened. So it is. I mean, come on. Like there's you got some people like the darker skin. They're Hispanic, but they're not being represented as much as they believe that they should be represented. So,
mm-hmm,
I mean, you can understand some of the things that's going on today. But again, I don't want that to take away from what a great movie it is. Not that I'm saying that cause is not important because it is important. I feel like representation matters. But
mm-hmm,
it was a great movie, and when I think Dreamers, based on how we grew up, we know a lot of Spanish people, lighter skin, white skinned Spanish people who are dreamers, like a bunch of our friends, we know they're Spanish that we grew up
mm-hmm.
in. I don't know, just me personally. I'm just talking about me. I don't know anybody like a darker person that's a dreamer right now. And that's just I just don't know because I haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah.
There are out there, but I just have not been exposed to it. All my friends that we grew up with, they're all lighter skinned Spanish people, and they're the dreamers that I know and that I picture. So for me, it was all right.
Yeah. I can agree with that statement, man.
But I got a
Now go ahead.
question for you before. Do you think if this movie came out before, it would have did better in the box office?
Mm, before
Yeah, like let's
um
say, remember we found out in 2000, we knew about 2010, what was it like around 2015? They said it was coming out soon.
yeah,
Like, do you think if it came out 5 years ago, like it was all hype before, do you think it would have did better?
I would like to think so. I would like to
Me
think
too.
so
I think
because
so too.
you said maybe COVID played a part. I don't think like COVID was basically was basically over, and that's why they extended.
No,
No,
it's
but
still not over right
Ralph,
now.
I know it's not over, but people still are able to go see movies now, especially listen, and what the reason I said that is A Quiet Place 2 came out and whatnot. Um before In the Heist came out, and The Quiet Place 2 have over $100 billion right now and whatnot, and that's the first movie that have over $100 billion. um you
Million or
know
billion?
I mean, a million, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
over $100 million. Towards, now that
COVID is,
not COVID is gone, but it's kind of dying down and we're finally
yeah,
trying to open
people
and
are
stuff like
starting.
that. So yeah.
Yeah,
So before COVID. So now, we're gonna have these movies now that's gonna get back to that rhythm. You already know Fast Nine is gonna
yeah,
get money, even though it's probably gonna be another again Fast and Furious movie, but it
yeah,
has a fan base that really loves the movie, even though
yeah.
they don't care anything about plot or story
They're just
or
like, what
anything
are they
like
doing this time?
exactly. So with In the Heist, I just think it's just they hit that mark, and but I think it would made way more money back in the like if it were created 6 years ago.
Yeah,
And not necessarily, it doesn't even need to have like an A-list actor in it. Um,
no,
like because
yeah, and
you think it
yeah,
did?
you're right. No, no, no.
Okay,
I think it was better because it didn't. Because
exactly.
then it's because I feel like there then they have to be like, all right, someone's gonna have to do the voiceover for them and sing for them. Like, nah, we're good, man. Like that's like I love how they did it. I love how they
Yeah,
did it. It was amazing.
but
Y'all go out and go watch the movie.
exactly. But yeah, I'll bet that would have done way better, guys.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because again, a lot more people were talking about it. A
Yeah,
lot more people were talking about. So I feel like people just like for kind of, I wouldn't say they forgot about it, but again, everything that was going on, they probably did like,
I agree. No, I agree that people were talking about. Everyone loved it. It would had more advertising, but again, sometimes when you wait too long for a movie, you're gonna people are gonna forget about it. People are not gonna be interested in about it. Listen, I was still, even with me, I know all the songs, but it's been a while since I listened to the original soundtracks. Like, but I knew all the songs because that's how much times I heard and listened to the 96,000 to In the Heights to
still play it.
finale
I
to
still play it in my car. If it shuffles in my car, I'm
I have not.
96,000. Hi, $96,000. Holla.
Yeah, it's just like it's been a long time, and even I don't know if you watched on TikTok because they had a $96,000 challenge and stuff like that, kind of to like market it. Um, but again, maybe that still wasn't enough for other people to go see
Yeah,
it and stuff.
yeah. And
So
usually TikTok be taking help, be like maybe people fly off. So
exactly. So at the end of the day, you rate it as an 8. I can I can attest to that. At times, maybe 7.5, but I,
no, it's not
I'm
no
fine.
7.5,
Fine.
boy. You tripping.
no,
You
no,
tripping, bro.
no. I'm fine. Well, the only reason, if my bias kicked in, I rate it at 7 because I like the original more than the soundtrack better than now. But to take that away, says take the original out and just focus on the movie. Yes, I can agree with you. It can be an 8. Um,
I you
better
know
than
what?
the
I'm
one.
giving it a 9. I'm gonna give it a solid 9 because again,
No,
it
I ain't
just
gonna go
was.
that high.
Come on, like it was a 9, bro. No, because it was well done. I'm telling you, if we did not hear the soundtrack before, at least for me, B see it off Broadway or see it at the Performing Arts Center with the off Broadway cast or some of the traveling cast. If
Mhm.
I didn't see that and I already didn't know about In the Heights, that movie would have been a solid 10 for me. It would have been a solid 10.
Okay,
Like even my friend I went with, she was like, "Yeah, that was really good," and she wasn't into In the Heights as much as I was.
okay, Ralph, I understand that, and that's a valid point. But isn't their job as well to bring in the people that the fan base already and make it even 10 times better than the original? Not even 10 times, but like better than the original. That's what it should have been, right? For us as
But
well, because you, even though we like the original, this needed to be better, so we don't have to have that biases, but or have to
but
pick
here,
and choose.
but again, here's our biases. Oh, they changed some of the characters around, so we don't like it. Oh, they changed some of the lyrics around. We don't like it.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with the what how the act. It's just
no, I
us like
know,
crap. They changed it around. Oh, so
I
we
know.
didn't like that part. That has nothing to do with if that movie was actually good or not. Because the person, if you never watched, you would have never known if they changed the lyrics around
Okay,
or if they changed stuff like that.
I agree. Like I said, I'm not arguing. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm
Mhm.
just I just
It was
agree with
better.
you with the 8. I don't push it to a
It's
9.
better than a 7. It's better than a 7.
I agree.
It's
Yes, I
it's
agree.
a
I'm
solid
apologize for that
solid
rating.
9. It's a solid 9. So like it's 8 to 9. Those are the only acceptable. I mean, if anyone give it a 10, okay, cool. But the highest I would give it is a 9, and the lowest, if I could really critique would be an 8.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I can agree with that. And then if I had to watch it again and we actually critique like play by play to the thing, yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
It
So
was
guys,
very done. It was done very well, and I would recommend anybody to watch it. Anybody, heck, I'll watch it again.
no, I would, like I said, I would watch it again. It's I love musicals, man. That's man,
You're welcome.
we're not supposed, growing up, especially when we're black. Oh, you watching musicals? Oh my God, you're lame. I mean, no.
Wonderful, yeah.
I was like, nope. I love musicals. I like all type of musicals, and I'll listen to them all day long. It is what it is. But guys, if you enjoyed the movie, let us know. Comment below. What rate the movie for us. Give it what type of ratings would you give it? Do you like our critique of the movie? Do you enjoy it? Do you like the original? If you watched the original, I know we kept on comparing the two. Um, give us a shot. Give us your opinions. Subscribe to our page, Fate. Follow us on Instagram, and let us know what you want us to interview in the future. All right, guys. See you later.